Boxingego here. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon on the top of your screen to get notified when the latest new content drops. Wow, Mikey Garcia calls out Miguel Cotto for a fight in December. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button, also subscribe to the channel for the latest and greatest in boxing. If you want to become part of the gang notification gang, please hit the bell icon. Shout out to the super chats. I went live earlier today. Shout out to the super chats and the people who just participated, left comments. Also the channel donations on PayPal and Patreons. Now, we're working, and I keep telling you guys, this has been a great year for boxing. I think we're doing great as a whole. A lot of just talented, great fights at all levels. Like, even like, you know what I mean? Sullivan Barrera versus Joe Smith Jr. That was an interesting fight on paper. Things like that. And then obviously the bigger fights, Mayweather McGregor, Canelo Triple G, Joshua Klitschko, Errol Spence getting a title shot and nabbing the title. Now, Miguel Cotto just fought. I was at Mayweather McGregor. I was in Vegas. I haven't watched the fight yet. I heard pretty much how it went. I heard it was pretty one-sided. Miguel Cotto was fighting off the back foot. Cotto, being the veteran, having some good power, and then Kamagai was just kind of pressing forward, being tough. But I told you guys, it was a title fight, but we really expected. I expected that. You know what I mean? Kamagai, they're building him up because he's tough, but he has minimal experience at 54. He beat Jesus Soto Kras, who Keith Thurman stopped years ago, and Maidana stopped years ago, stuff like that. So, and I think he even lost in the BKB. So I expected that. Now, there's a good fight, and I never really was thinking about it, but props to Mikey Garcia on his verified Twitter account. You guys see the screenshot, and he says Cotto Garcia in December, question mark. A fan replied, which Garcia, LOL, and he said, me, fool. And then somebody else, another fan said, what weight? He said 154-pound title, which is insane to me. Like, again, it's like when they were talking about Timothy Bradley fighting against Miguel Cotto, possibly. Like, it wasn't something I was really thinking about, but since he suggested it and he called him out, I would love to see this fight. And the reason I wasn't thinking about it is because Mikey has a title at 35, and he just fought Broner at 40, but from that fight, he's willing to go up another 14 pounds to fight Miguel Cotto. Now, listen, I know my boxing. Miguel Cotto is not the biggest 154-pounder, especially in height, stuff like that. So Mikey might even match up pretty decently to him, as opposed to you put Mikey Garcia next to Jamal Charlo when he was at 54, and that's going to look like a major difference. Demetrius Andrade going to look like a major difference because I've been next to all of them. You know what I'm saying? Demetrius Andrade, and I have a pretty good eye test gauge of how tall people are and stuff like that. But Cotto is not the biggest 54-pounder. In fact, I heard Cotto just doesn't like to do some of his road work and things like that, so he was kind of forced out of the 47-pound division. You know what I mean? As he gotten older and not necessarily being a hardcore gym rat, stuff like that. So, hey, if they can make this fight happen, I think that'd be very interesting. I think Mikey Garcia has a decent or good relationship with Oscar De La Hoya and Golden Boy. I know Golden Boy was interested in possibly signing him, but I don't know. I don't know if that would come with the clause. Sometimes if they were to make a big fight like that, a title shot at Cotto, who's now with Golden Boy, sometimes they try to wrap you into a contract like, oh, you have to sign a 2-3 fight deal with us if we give you this fight. So I don't know the logistics. I don't know if this is serious, but I mean, it's a verified Twitter, and he's asking and suggesting it, so I'm going to take it for what it is. It's an interesting fight, like I said. I don't know what it is. I think maybe it's the top-ranked 2-year layoff. It's awakened the beast in Mikey Garcia. I'm not saying he wasn't a beast before, but I feel like that was a lot of wasted time. You know what I mean? Obviously, he had to go through it, and it panned out for him in the end. He stood up for a cause, and he was finally released. So now you can't make that time back. You can't, it's not Back to the Future, Marty McFly, where you can grab that time back. So he's just kind of going for it, and I respect that. He has a title at lightweight. He didn't have to fight Adrian Broner. Yes, he was going to get a good paycheck from it, but it was a risk, at least on paper. You know what I mean? Moving up, fighting Broner, who's fought as high as like 147, more than once, and he fought him, beat him convincingly. So if he were to fight Cotto at 54, that's pretty shocking, and not shocking based on like he doesn't have the skills to compete with Cotto, but weight matters. You know what I mean? Going up 15 pounds. He was down to fight Lomachenko. It looks like Lomachenko's probably going to fight Rigondeaux. They weren't really trying to make the Lomachenko-Mikey Garcia fight next. Otherwise, they would have made it. They'd rather fight the smaller guy. Which, I mean, I'm not bashing the fight. Rigondeaux versus Lomachenko is still a hell of a fight. But both Rigondeaux and Mikey Garcia had openly called for the fight. And Lomachenko, it looks like is fighting Rigondeaux, who is the smaller of the two. I mean, Rigondeaux's clearly smaller than Mikey Garcia, even though Mikey Garcia started in the lighter divisions as well. So, I don't know. I'm not going to spend too much time on it because I don't know if this is like something that could logistically and realistically happen with Miguel Cotto. I just want to get your thoughts and feedback. It's a very interesting fight. You know what I mean? You can't sleep on Cotto. Cotto's a definite first round ballot Hall of Famer. He's a legend. I mean, he just beat the much taller Kamagai. Daniel Gill was taller. Beat Sergio Martinez, who we know is wounded and stuff like that. But I don't know. Let me know your thoughts on it. I like it. I think Mikey Garcia, I'm speaking on behalf of him. Obviously, this is not like him saying this, but I just think because of his 2-year layoff with Top Rank, you know what I mean, he's just kind of going for it. Dejan Zlatišin was a major puncher and a champion in the division, 90%, 91% knockout ratio. Fought him, flatlined him. I was at the fight in January. Then he comes back and fights Broner, no problem. Fight's made easy, moves up in weight. Then he dominates Broner. So, you know what I mean, if he does this, he's going after greatness and really testing himself. Because, like I said, I don't care what you think. You can say, oh, Cotto, he's not the same since Margarito. Cotto's past prime. But 14 pounds is 14 pounds. And Mikey Garcia is not even all the way proven at 140. He fought one fight against Broner. You know what I'm saying? So if something like that really happened, that's a major challenge, major like guts. And Mikey Garcia is on his Tupac shit. Remember when Tupac was in jail and he first got out and he just hit the studio like a madman. Out on bail, fresh out of jail, California dreaming. Soon as I step on the scene, like, you know what I mean? Pac came out of jail. He was like, okay, it's go time. Recorded like 250 songs. Fugees and Mobb Deep trying to diss now too, huh? I ain't prejudiced, I don't give a fuck. That's what it sounds like when we ride on the enemies. Hennessy. You know what I mean? And Pac just went crazy. And that's what happened. Mikey got out of this Top Rank contract. He's like, Dejan Zlatišin, fuck you too. Adrian Broner, anybody want to be down with Bout Billions? Fuck you. No, I'm just playing. I don't know why Mikey's all of a sudden turned into Tupac, but let me know what you guys think. Can this happen? Will it happen? Is it a good fight? I heard Cotto versus David Lemieux is something of interest too, so let me know what you guys want to see. Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Make sure you smash the like button. As always, hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video is Ego signing off. So if you enjoyed this video and want more content like this on the channel, you can show your appreciation by going to the PayPal donate button or the YouTube support button, and you can donate any amount that you feel is equivalent to the value of this video. Much more to come. Thank you guys for your support. Boxing Ego, the future of boxing.